South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem is trying and failing to desperately spin the story about shooting her dog that she said that she had hated in a new tweet post on Thursday morning. Noem claimed that the news media had taken her out of context when it accurately reported that she had killed a 14-month-old dog or puppy that she described as less than worthless as a hunting dog. Well, okay, then rehome her. That's it. But here's what she said. Don't believe the fake news media's twisted spin. No, we'll believe mine instead. She didn't actually say that, but she said, I had a choice between the safety of my children and an animal who had a history of attacking people and killing livestock. I chose my kids. Oh, so now you're protecting the children. Oh, of course, because, whenever a right-winger is in trouble, they use children as shields. So it's totally on brand. But look, she had written that she took the dog out bird hunting, where the dog obviously got excited because there were birds and has that hunting instinct. Now, also because she's a puppy and wasn't trained yet. And on the way back, she had visited a friend or a family member or something without securing the dog, who ended up getting out of the truck and killing several chickens. Now, that's unfortunate. That sucks for the friend, sucks for the chickens. That said, the fault ultimately lies with Kristi Noem, who did not secure the dog, who did not prevent the dog from getting loose and going on and doing what its naturally, what its natural instinct is, which is to chase birds. Now, instead of taking personal responsibility for her failure, she decides to take the dog out to a gravel pit and murder it. Like a sociopath. But her framing is, oh, this was so hard to do. Oh my God. But you know what? This just shows that I can make the hard decisions. No, it shows that you're a psychopath. No, your framing is total crap. As former Representative Adam Kinzinger, a Republican, points out, you said you hated the dog. So if you hated the dog, then I don't know, it doesn't seem like it was that hard of a decision for you to take it out back and Old Yeller it. Now, he also said, do not let her get away with this. She told the story because she thought you would be impressed, you being South Dakota Republican voters. Now she's trying to rewrite it. While it hasn't worked for anyone else, this is the Daily Beast Justin Baragona writing, Kristi Noem is convinced that she can tweet through it. Yes, just keep on posting those tweets. There you go. Eventually you'll dig yourself out of the hole. Just dig up. Just dig up, stupid. You'll eventually get out. Now, national security expert Mark Toth responds by saying, as the saying now goes, if you want a friend in Washington, don't kill your dog in South Dakota. Even Mitt Romney jumped in on this one. And he's like, hey, at least I didn't kill my dog, all right? I may have left him on a crate on top of my car during a road trip, but at least I didn't shoot him. Well, Mitt Romney with the rare W. Okay. Toth, getting back to him, though, his statement, he said, not a political comment. Rather, as anyone who knows me, I'm a huge fan of cats and dogs. Noem had plenty of other humane options. Yes, well, you would have to be a human being. You have to have some sort of emotion, some sort of empathy or something in order to, consider those options, which apparently Kristi Noem does not possess. Now, to make matters worse, for Kristi, that is, the worst people in the world have come out of the woodwork to defend her, including the Daily Wire's Michael Knowles. Oof. And now, disgraced former Representative George Santos, a.k.a. Katara Ravache, a.k.a. Anthony DeVolter. Now, whatever name he wants to go by, he's currently under criminal indictment on multiple campaign fraud charges. Now, Santos wrote, a lot of people didn't listen when I said that there was more to the story. Again, I've been really struggling with the whole situation. Have you? But I know Governor Noem, and I know she's a good human being. As I've said before, none of us are perfect, and we might all might make decisions we aren't particularly fond of later. We are flawed because we are human. Well, it's a good thing that you're human, or else Kristi Noem will take you out back and shoot you. Just saying. I guess you're lucky in that regard. But no, look, here's the thing. Kristi Noem wrote it in her memoir as a flex. Oh, yeah, I can make tough decisions. Yeah, look at me. I shot my dog. What? No one can take that and put it into a positive. But that's what she did. And she put it into her book. And now she's getting rightly called out for it. But let's get to Santos for a second, okay? He has his own history with dogs, okay? This is a guy who allegedly defrauded a veteran's GoFundMe campaign to get his service dog life-saving surgery. Yes, to save a dog's life. He reached out to George Santos to try to raise money through GoFundMe. That raised about $3,000. And then George Santos was just like, yoink, mine. I'm going to take that. And what happened? The dog died. Couldn't get the surgery. Died. Now, he's also been charged with theft in connection with bad checks to an Amish dog breeder, which was connected to his fake charity. Now, he claims, my checkbook was stolen. That charge was dismissed. His records expunged. But someone close to him, I believe the lawyer who represented him at the time, was like, yeah, look, I believed him at the time, but now I'm not entirely sure. Ugh. But anyway, having George Santos take your side, I don't know if that's going to be much of a help to your cause, okay? But what is your cause? What was she hoping for? She's hoping to be Trump's VP. I don't think it's going to happen now. In fact, one source tells ABC News that, quote, this is bad, this is dumb. She's disqualifying herself from the race. She clearly doesn't understand President Trump if she thinks doing these things that are garnering any type of media attention, whether it's negative or positive. Now, what does that mean? Basically, she violated rule number 1, which is do not outshine Trump. All right? Do not get more attention than Trump. See, for him, a running mate has to not get attention. Can't outshine him. Has to look good for him and to come out and defend him and do whatever he says, whatever he wants, but never to take the spotlight off of him. Okay? Now, that person also said of Noem, multiple people in the Trump campaign said she quickly disqualified herself and had even compared her to Sarah Palin, saying that she's not quite ready for prime time. In fact, another second source who would discuss the VP pick with Trump himself said, quote, she's over-auditioning. Trump doesn't like that. He doesn't like obsequiousness. He doesn't like ubiquitousness. And the other thing is if you're overly auditioning for VP, no matter who you are, you're not helping Trump with his current pile of needs. So, once again, it shows you where their priorities are. Defend me! Protect me! Go on TV and talk about me! Help me! Don't try to help yourself. Don't try to get attention. Oh, we don't like that. Not at all interested. This shows how much of a narcissist he is. And again, she got all this attention by trying to promote herself with her memoir, with her book. Try to sell copies of the book, obviously, and to try to get political clout more in South Dakota by saying, look at me, I make tough decisions. Well, I'm happy to see this backfire in her face. Because again, let's be clear, Trump doesn't care about animals, okay? It's not the reason that he, as I've shown you, that he's not exactly sold on Kristi Noem, okay? He cares about attention. If you're getting more attention than he is, he's not going to like that. And so that's one strike. Obviously, the other strike is, it turns out people like dogs. And if you're, went out there and originally tried to brag about shooting your dog, well, that's not going to work well for you. So that's strike number 2. And so, you know, I don't know how many strikes you get. This isn't a game of baseball, but at this point, I can think we can safely rule her out. But then again, it is Trump, so you never really know.